Hey guys, what's up? It's Blind Eye, and I am here to give you all my thoughts on Twisted Metal Season 2, Episode 10. And this is where we're getting crazy. We jump right back into where we left off last episode, the after party, or the lightning round, as Calypso calls it. And this is cool. John and Quiet are both in two different roadkill vehicles, which is insane. There's an exact replica of both cars, which I kind of like to think it's kind of like a multiplayer thing where it's like, oh, you get multiple people playing as the same car, which is pretty cool. So I like to think of it as like a cool little shout out there. And then they each have an envelope in their car. And inside those envelopes is a name. John has to go after Axel. Quiet has to go after Mayhem, which is insane. Axel has to go after Quiet, so you get the idea. Raven has to go after Vermin. Vermin, I think, had to go after John, so it's like everyone's going after someone specific, which is cool. And here comes Raven with the damn overpowered shit. Here she comes with the overpowered specials. You gotta be kidding me. She takes out Vermin, which was insane. She has like this lightning rod that pops out of the back of her car, which charges her up. In the front of the car, she's got like these like little pincer looking things. And then she just uses the energy from the lightning towers, which is pretty cool to see that, because those are clearly the same towers from Twisted Metal 2 that you can use to, electrocute an opponent, which is awesome. And I love how it's all dark. Like, if I was in this contest, I would be screwed. I mean, my blind ass can't drive anyway. But, this would probably be my end for me because it's so damn dark. I can't see shit in the dark. But it's pretty cool, though. Come on, now it's awesome. So, Raven comes in. She's like, no. Before that happens, see, I'm kind of like jumping all around. So, this is how I roll, baby. So, John, he's driving around, Quiet's driving around, Raven's driving around, Axel's driving around, Vermin's driving around. So Raven activates this freaking special move. I'm assuming it's her special. And, dude, Vermin gets completely destroyed, and it is awesome. A big old explosion just takes her out. You'd think she would be dead, but oh no, it gets worse, but it's also pretty funny. She lands on top of the windshield of John's car, Roadkill, and it's so funny. It's literally like a bug on a windshield since she's a bug obsessed. And then like all this like saliva and just whatever is just inside. He's like wiping her off the windshield with a windshield wiper. It's so funny. She's like, I don't want to die. And then she like falls off the roof of the car. And then you think, oh, okay, whatever. Oh no, it gets worse. They had to go all out. She gets struck by lightning, and it's like I took it as like a bug zapper, which was funny. So Vermin, she's gone. R.I.P. Quiet's like, okay, we gotta go. We gotta protect Mayhem at all costs. And all the while, Axel, he's going after Quiet now. And Raven's over here doing her thing. And she's like, oh, enough of this love story, because she took her out. She used her special 3 times now that I think about it. Yeah. So John and Quiet, they get out of their car. They go to Mayhem, and she ain't moving at all. She's just lifeless, right? And so John's like, no, you need to go. All this would be for nothing if you lose. I'll take care of her. Now go. And then Axel sees this going on in the distance because John earlier hit him with a hatchet, which kind of spun him out of control. By the way, Axel had a badass entry. He finally says Axel power, which was cool, and uses the shockwave, which was awesome. But yeah, John hits him with a hatchet and he misses. He was aiming for his head. He's like, I was aiming for his head and I missed. So it's like, he sucks he didn't have the glasses. He probably would have got him. But I don't know what that did, because he hits the side of the wheel and somehow that spun him out or something. I don't know what the hell that did, but it did something. It stalled him. So he goes. So Axel comes back and he sees all like John and Quiet, with Mayhem out of the car. And Raven's, she's powering up again a 3rd time. She's like, oh, enough with this love story or whatever. And she's about to take them out. She says she was aiming at John and not Mayhem. Yeah, right. Come on now, Raven. Come on now. And so Axel Heroic sacrifice, like I figured, because now he's like, I'm going to protect the kid. Boom, heroic sacrifice, jumps right in front of her laser attack, and man, I mean, it's Twisted Metal. Come on now, you got Sweet Tooth lighting his hair on fire and a bunch of crazy other shit. You think that he's dead? They didn't show a body. And you see glowing red from like his arms being welded into the wheels, so now he's stuck there. I don't think he's dead. Come on now. I don't think he's gone. I hope he's not. Axel's just awesome. You kidding me? Come on now. I think he could still be alive. I mean, if he's chugging gasoline, come on, man. Come on now. So that's basically that. And then all the while this is going on, you have another subplot going. You have everybody else in the well room with Calypso. So they're all in this trial. It's Calypso, Sweet Tooth, Mike, Stu, and Grim. And Calypso's like, hey, you all could have been a part of this round, but you broke the rules, and so here we are now. It's trial time. And Calypso's like, okay, Stu, you killed Dave. He's starting to frame him as like a cannibal. It's like, oh no. Stu's like, oh no. This is what happened. He breaks it down, and you find out that it was indeed Frostbite that Dave was gnawing on. It wasn't a random person, or it wasn't a Apocalypse 9 member. It was Frostbite. So he tells him what went down, and Calypso believes him. So he's like, okay. And what was funny, they all for the first time they did this, they're like, hey, here's Dave. And they're like, well, they had to match the teeth marks with the bite that Stu took out of him. And it was pretty funny. So they're like, oh, it was a perfect match. And Sweet Tooth's loving it. He's like, man, I didn't know you had it in you and all. It's awesome. And so there you go with that. Now they got to settle the whole thing with Grim and Sweet Tooth. And then Sweet Tooth's like, you fucking murderer. And Calypso brings out this tiny little box of ashes to her. It's Harold's ashes. Brown paper bag. It's ridiculous. Oh, I love it. And so, Calypso, I love this. This was great. Calypso's like, you took Sweet Tooth's little companion, and now I'm going to take yours. I'm going to take all of them. And so he takes all the souls out of Grim. And it's so funny. They do this same trick that they did earlier in the season, where it's like where we see like the souls being pulled out of Grim, but to everybody else in the room, they're like, what in the hell is going on? So now it's kind of like, what's real, what's not, but we know that Calypso's got powers. So it's probably just like from Mr. Grimm, that's what he's seeing, but to even probably Calypso, he probably didn't even see that, but maybe he did, who knows, but everybody else did not, so it was pretty cool. And so as all these souls are now gone from Grimm, now it's just him, it's just Grimm, and now Sweet Tooth's like, it's just you and me now, fucko. So it's like, oh shit, let's go. And I love how after the souls were taken from Grimm, you get a nice little reference. He says a couple names, but then he goes, the Colonel, Benny. So that was cool. That was a nice Twisted Metal Black reference. If you know, you know. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it. Stu and Sweet Tooth meet up afterwards, and they give Harold a little funeral. He dumps him down the drain. And then Stu tells Sweet Tooth, like, hey, you know, I want to ride with Mike. I want to be with Mike in the next round. And Sweet Tooth, you know, he's like, oh man, my boys will finally leave the nest. But then, you know, Sweet Tooth, and he's like, but in the next round, I will hunt you down, or whatever he says. And so it's like, yeah, here we go. It's about to go down. It's going to be great. So then we go back to Mayhem. She's in the bed recovering. She's in like hospital bed, whatever. John and Quiet are there. Mayhem's like, oh, I want to be one of you. I want to be with you tomorrow. I want to be with one of you. I can be one of your gunners. And then they're like, no, you're out of the tournament, man. Like, no, you're in no shape to be doing this. And so they leave. And after they leave, she spots Calypso up to some shenanigans. It's like, what in the hell is he doing? So he's going down the hall. He's going inside this thing of lockers. It's like, what? And that's where we get the line from the trailer from earlier in the season where she's like, what are you up to, you long-haired fuck? It's funny. And so she follows him down to this evil lair looking place, right? I'm like, oh, are we going to find out? Has he been bullshitting? Has he been bullshitting? I mean, he's got the demon eyes. Like, was he bullshitting with that or something? Like, and no, he's down there. He's down there doing some experimenting and shit. He's got something up his sleeve, but we don't know exactly what it is. It's just a little tease. And so Mayhem, she runs off to go to warn John and Quiet. And then she's all seeing them talking, and they're basically like, yeah, we gotta make this about us and our wish. We have to leave her behind. And so Mayhem hears that conversation, so now she's pissed. So I think that was before or after she found Calypso. But anyway, Calypso noticed that something was up, and yeah, that's pretty much where the episode no, because Mayhem leaves. That's right. She goes down, because she was going to warn them about what she just saw with Calypso. They were talking. That's when she gets, she sees them talking, then that upsets her, and then she leaves. That's right. Okay. So that is where the episode ends. And that's where me blabbing about this episode ends. Thank you all so much for watching. I love this episode. This was awesome. And this is only the beginning. We got 2 more episodes left, and the next episode's even better. And I'm about to rewatch it and do this review and rewatch episode 12 and do the review for that. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please, typical YouTube shit, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. Check out the channel, music stuff, video game stuff, movie stuff. I'm a filmmaker. Check out Lunatic 2, the narrator anthology series, episode 1, The Closet Creatures, episode 2, The Abductors. There might be a little something coming soon. You never know. Video game stuff, reviews for Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted on PlayStation VR 2. That's the only review I got. I need to do more. Let's plays, first impressions, highlight compilations, music stuff. Every movie I do, I like to do my own music for, so I can avoid YouTube copyright crap, and do all my music on my iPad via GarageBand and BandLab. So there you go. There's bound to be something you like on the channel, so check it out if you want to, or not, whatever. It's all good. So that's it. I'll see you all for whatever comes next.